Hey, what's up guys? King Draken here, making another video for Overlord Draken. And before I get into it, first of all, I wanted to make a EpicDuel build video. I haven't made one of those in a very long time. But before I get into that, I just want to make the announcement that yes, I have created a new channel, as well as a new Facebook and Twitter, all with the name Overlord Draken. So you guys can follow me there, as well as to subscribe to me on this channel, so you can get more videos for EpicDuel in the future, as well as EpicDuel. I'll throw in some of those later on. But for the meantime, it's just going to be Arctic's Entertainment Games on the Overlord Draken's channel. The King Draken's channel will continue to have other videos such as tutorials and other games and all that. But for now, I'm just going to be focusing on this particular channel. So anyways, let's get into it. First of all, let me minimize that. So, yeah. First, let's check out the build. What you're seeing here is my weapon setup and the skills on them. Obviously, you have to have the meteor shower, or one of them, either the physical or energy, doesn't matter. But I prefer the physical since I'm using an energy primary. The Celtic Cleaver is handy to have because of the 7% connect chance, especially when you're going against bounty hunters. After being smoked, you don't want them to use the Azrael's will on you, which is what I'm going into next. You don't want them to do that, and then you're forced to get a block. You're forced to get blocked. You know, you want to have at least a % chance to connect your hits. So that comes in handy, as well as on the offensive, the Azrael will comes in handy. Also, you have to have that critical strike % chance on there, man. The gun mastery, as well as on the auxiliary, that comes in handy. I guarantee you. Anyway, also on the armor, we have the ninja reflexes giving us a 4% chance to block. That comes in handy. And last but not least, the always overpowered infernal android. That is a necessity for this build. So into the build, I know it looks kind of strange, but this is purposely done. These three skills here, that level 5, level 4, level 4, they were intentionally made so that if my opponent does use the concussion, where is it, on one of my auxiliaries, if my opponent does use a concussive shot on me, it will not affect my surgical, because in battle you want to have your surgicals working or available at all times. You don't want your opponent to prevent you from using it or disable it for a few turns. So yeah, it comes in handy for that. Although it also protects against the what's that bot called? I don't think I have it on this account. The robot from the Infernal War. Can't remember the name right now, but I have it on my other account. But yeah, having your skill set up like this, where you have the top 3 skills that are not your main focus, that helps out a lot when, you know, preventing your opponent from disabling the skills you use the most, or rely on the most. So for this build, we're going to rely on surgical strike, so we're safe against that. Now EMPs can be a problem. That's why it's limited to the level 3 surgical strike and not much higher. I could use the another armor that has the generator on it, but I chose not to because the Chairman Fury comes in handy as well, so I'm gonna need that for that particular build. But yeah, I have reroute maxed out, so I don't really have to worry much about losing energy to EMP. And while they're busy EMPing me and using their you know, gun skills or gun core or primary core to zap my energy, you know, I can just keep up the offensive, you know. So anyways, let's get into a random battle and test it out. Obviously a 5 focus is necessary for Tactical Mercenary. So let's get into a random battle and see what happens. Alrighty, level 35, she goes first, even though I have more. And it's another Tactical Mercenary with a maxed out surgical. Now, this is a problem for this particular build because I don't have any energy zapping skills. So it's all about timing, and hopefully I can catch her off guard. Let's see, a decent heal. So if she does heal, she would have to delay that surgical. Okay, that's not good. That's never good. Alright, she's gonna attack. Let's see. Okay, that was blocked. So, let's take. Well, she's gonna use the surgical. So, let's just heal. She's definitely gonna use that and hoping to rage next. So, I'm gonna take a rage next. Alright. Now I'll take a rage. And she has that bot, so I'm not looking good right now. And I'll use a surgical next. And then I rage with my bot if I live. So I should be able to survive this. Yeah. Alrighty, there we go. Let's hope she doesn't deflect. And good win. So as you can see, it does get a little bit unpredictable at times, but once you get to a certain point in the battle, you should be able to know where it's going to go, unless someone gets a lucky critical strike or a block or a deflection or something like that. Let's see. Another Tactical Mercenary with max surgical. Looks like that build is popular these days. I wonder how they do against bounty hunters with high EMPs. I'm guessing not well. Okay, he gets a critical, so I'm not in a good position right now. Let's still go ahead with the offensive attacks. And I'll heal next. Oh, okay, this looks interesting. Alright, let's just go ahead and take his rage for now. Let's see if he has regenerate. No? Okay, I'll heal at this point. And he should be raging now. If not, okay, I'm taking your rage, buddy. Then again, oh, that's 59, so I should be safe. Taking his rage. There's no way you're getting up to 59 with that. Alrighty, so now I'd love to use this, because he can't heal again, but that's gonna heal him. Now I'll force him to strike, and then I use it next turn. Alrighty. Oops, I should have auxed him. I should have used the auxiliary and then used that. Okay. Yeah, I wasted that. That would have been more powerful later on. Let's see. Does he have a bunch of... Okay. I could pop this right now, but let's just go ahead. I already know that I lost, unless I can get lucky somewhere. Maybe a deflection or a block or something. But right now it's looking like I've lost, especially when he rages next turn. Yep. So yeah, it does get a bit predictable after a while, especially if you're more of an experienced player. You can sort of tell where the battle's going at times. One last battle and we'll wrap it up. I haven't yet fully tested this build. I've just, theoretically predicted what would happen with it. So, yeah, okay, now I can't use the bot to strike at first. Let's just use the gun. I mean, if I use the bot, I'm gonna get blocked, so. he should be able to defeat me quite easily. Alrighty, let's try to take his rage next with that. Unless I can stun him. Should I go for it? Yeah, I'll go for a stun. No stun. Ah. Oh man, that was good enough. Alrighty. Not wanting to end on a bad note, I'm gonna go into another battle. Hopefully it's not the same guy, because we all know how that's gonna end. Especially if I don't go first. Oh no, level 32. Well, you can't really get happy for beating a level 32, although they are, relatively competitive, or challenging, I should say, nowadays. But you still can't get happy for beating them, Always a disappointment. Unless you're going for the leaderboard, of course. Then you'll be happy to see a bunch of level 32s. Oh, man. Okay. Took his rage. And that's one thing I like with this particular build, especially with the Chairman Fury. You can take their rages twice. Did he actually rage or he crit me? Wow. But yeah, you can take their rage twice, back to back if you have to, and then you go ahead and rage. Well, that's that. I believe that was 2 for 2, 2 wins, 2 losses. So, decent, not great, but decent. And it is a pretty okay build, especially when you're going against more other tactical players, not tactical mercenaries, but tactical as far as strategy goes. Because a lot of players do use concussive shot to take away your most powerful attacks, or disable them, as well as using the Yetis to disable your auxiliary and side armors and all that stuff. So yeah, hopefully this build will help some of you guys. If not, then hey, what can I say? I'll try to make some more builds in the future, probably for different classes. So yeah, with that said, this is King Draken signing off. Peace.